everyone, good morning. It is Monday, March 29th. It is 9:17 in the morning, so we are getting our day started. I made myself some breakfast, and the first thing that I need to do Monday morning is do some admin work, reply to any DMs that I got over the weekend, any emails that are left outstanding. We're gonna do that first. The first thing about being a freelance videographer is that you basically are your own secretary, unless you are bigger and have your own secretary or manager or whatever. But the first thing I need to do this morning is I had a project that I finished editing last week. I sent the final version to the client on March 22nd, which is exactly 7 days ago, and I haven't heard anything back. I'm just gonna follow up with them right now, see if they still need any other changes, and if not, I'll go ahead and send the invoice their way. So just sent that email. The second thing that I need to do this morning is I am waiting to hear back from a company that I sent over a pitch deck for a product video that they were looking to create. We've been exchanging back and forth. They presented the deck internally on their end. So I haven't heard back anything in a couple weeks. I don't know, probably not looking super great, but it never hurts to just follow up because you never know, maybe they just put it on the back burner for a little bit. So it's always nice to get an update. Regardless though, I just want to check in and see if there's any updates that they can share with me. Third thing on the agenda, last week I got a DM on Instagram from a singer just reaching out. She wanted to potentially collaborate on a video. I sent her over my email, but didn't hear back after that. So who knows, maybe she found someone else. But just gonna, again, follow up because following up is the name of the game. So let's do that now. DM sent, we'll see what she says. Fourth thing on the agenda, moving over to my other work computer. It is 9:27, so we've done all of this in 10 minutes. But I am editing the Club Shay Shay video for Shannon Sharp. It's his podcast. Comes out every Tuesday on YouTube on the Club Shay Shay channel, and you can hear my Slack kind of going off in the background. But his guest this week is Alvin Kamara, running back for the New Orleans Saints. So I have to edit that video now and get it up on the channel. So that video is done editing, it's exporting now, and I'm just gonna upload it to the YouTube channel. But my only job with that podcast is to add the end screen and then upload it to the YouTube channel, and then the team at the company like optimizes it on YouTube. Today, I'm actually heading over to Jackie Robinson Park here in Pasadena. I am shooting with one of my longtime clients, quote unquote, college football player, Jameer Calvin. I've been working with him for like the last 3 years. He's also from Pasadena. He just finished up his season up at Washington State University. He's a wide receiver, but he actually entered the college football transfer portal and is gonna be transferring for this upcoming football season. He hasn't decided yet where he's going, but he's working out this morning and just heading over to get some practice shots in, so I'll be able to show you that and just kind of walk you through a first person point of view of how I shoot these workouts. So that'll be fun. So I'll see you at the park. Also, quick note, this Welch's Grape Jam, fire. Welch's, if you're seeing this and you want to sponsor me, you want me to make a video for you, I got you. This is OD. All right, everyone, here's some of the equipment that I brought my gimbal, and then here in my camera bag I have a little Rode mic, and then my drone, and then a couple batteries, and that's literally it.
These two, yeah, and so scan the back is like, okay, I'm gonna scan, so we're gonna scan, and they run this on the back of it. There you go. All right, get it. When you shoot, you're not really aiming at his hand, you're more so at his elbow. the one.
All right, we just finished shooting that workout. About to head home, edit this, and then we'll keep our day going. I'm back home. That workout was really short, like super quick. I was only there for like 45 minutes, but I want to take you into my hard drive storage system and then show you how I edit the videos as well. Starting off with my hard drive, I'm using a Lacy external hard drive. I believe it's 5 terabytes. But the way that I organize my footage is there's probably a better way of doing this if we're being completely honest. However, the way that I do it is I basically just name my folders depending on the project it is. That's just the easiest way for me. Some people do it like by months or by years, any other way. So in this case, I made a folder for Jameer Calvin, that's his name. So we open that, and then I have a folder for the year 2021, and then the day that we shot together, which was today, March 29th. And then I have all my folders organized by footage, photo edits, photos, video edits, etc. So I'm going to make a new folder here for my drone footage, which I'm about to import. So we have drone, and then here is my memory card, and I forgot to format it beforehand, but here is the clip. So I'm just going to drag this over and let it copy. So before I start editing, with Jameer, I don't really shoot a lot, and just kind of shoot for fun. I've been shooting with him for 3 years now. So going into it, it's more of a documentary approach. We're kind of just collecting a lot of footage to see, depending on where his career ends up taking him. If one day he makes it to the NFL, it'll be really cool to put together like a little documentary piece, and we'll have all this archived footage. But for the purpose of social media and what we put out, it's not really like a very involved edit with him. I kind of just piece the clips together into like a very raw feel, just for Instagram stories. So it's only gonna go up on Instagram story, and it's more so just like making people feel like they were there. So it's not a super involved process and it doesn't take very long. However, the first thing that I like to do when editing a edit for him is I do it within the first like 2 to 3 hours of us finishing. So I like to get it out of the way immediately. And the first thing that I do is I edit all the photos. The reason that I edit all the photos first is because I might want to use some of those photos in the video edit. So I just like to start with the photo edits and kind of just get myself in the groove, in the zone, to tackle on the bigger video edits. So we're gonna do that now. Finished the photo edits, about to send those photos over to Jameer, but taking a little break in between right before I get started on the video edit, eating a burrito for lunch. I already ate half of it, as you can see, but this is the chicken burrito from Trader Joe's. Heated it up in the oven, it took like 35 minutes, which I think is insane. You know, you can't rush quality, literally. Pairing it with the Trader Joe's habanero hot sauce, got a little guacamole, some tortilla chips over here. But let's turn this into a mukbang, you know what I mean? Let's get some thoughts on this. Here, I'll let you know. I've already eaten half, so I already have obviously like a good sense of this, but here we go. It's so hot. Has a good amount of black beans in it, which I thoroughly enjoy. I wish I had more chicken though. Places always try to jip you on the protein, but this guac is fire though. I'm sure many of you guys have had the guacamole at Trader Joe's, but if for whatever reason you haven't, highly recommend. And then washing it down with some healthy kombucha. Promise this video is not sponsored by literally anyone, even though I've already name dropped a couple brands. But anyways, enough of that. None of the shenanigans. Let's get over to editing this video. I've already imported my drone footage, my video footage, and then the photos that I edited. First thing that I always do is I go here and I make sure that all my footage is in 24 frames per second. So I'll just highlight it all, modify, interpret footage, 23.98. And I'll just do that because I like to do slow motion for a lot of these clips, and I think they just look better for sport. Sometimes I'll just switch it over back to their full frame rate in case I want to show like real-time action. I'll just start by dragging over one of these clips, and now that they're all at 24 frames per second, when I drag them over here, my sequence will be at 24 frames per second. I'm gonna go ahead and rename my sequence so I don't get it confused, to Jameer Calvin, March 29th. And then I'm gonna move this out of the folder into the project so it's a little bit more accessible, and I totally misspelled March. Cool. Next thing that I want to do is go up here to my sequence settings, and since it's going to be for Instagram story, I want to change it to the Instagram story dimensions, which is 9:16 or 1080 by 1920. So there it is. And now as you can see, there is going to be some black bars on the top and the bottom. Just to resize that, all you have to do is go over to your effect controls panel, your scale, and then just move it up as desired. Cool. So now what I'm going to spend my time doing is finding the best clips that I want to show in this Instagram story. It's only going to be like 30 to 45 seconds, so it's not even super involved like that. And like I mentioned before, it's not a crazy edit. It's literally just like a very much like, these are some clips of this person working out, so that people can kind of feel like they were there. So I'm going to do that now and see what we come up with. Just finished Jameer's Instagram story, exporting it right now. I scrubbed through the footage. I kind of already knew what I wanted to put in there. I didn't even film that much at the workout. It was like 14 clips total, I think. So just scrubbed through it really quickly. Picked out some selects, some clips that I thought were pretty good, or probably the better ones. Did some mild color correction, and yeah, so nothing super crazy. It's 42 seconds long. I added a little bit of music to it, switch out for YouTube because I use a Nipsey Hussle song.
There you go.
Versus following. And that's when teams start rolling down, and they had the quarterback hold the cadence. They saw linebackers creeping to get him. Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed checking some of that out. It was kind of a little bit of a busier morning. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you if you made it this far. If you have any questions, feel free, as always, leave them in the comments below. DM me on Instagram at Saul Lopez. I will be happy to answer anything that you might have for me. But until then, I hope you're staying safe out there, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
I might just hit it through. That's on my element. I like dark skins, love a melanin. Talk, pushing in the tongue when I'm stepping in.